Not all board games are perfect for all situations, but some are very perfect for some situations.
Yes, basically perfecter. They're perfect for some and perfecter for other situations.
We asked you a question, what kind of situation do you need a board game for? And you answered, and we will present you with a game for that specific situation.
That will be perfect. Or not, but close to that. So, here's a situation. Please recommend a solo game that does not make one feel sad, that there is no option at that point to play with other people. It should be really entertaining, or maybe make a player feel like he is not alone at the table.
Adrian's Wall, I have it right here. And it's very heavy, surprisingly heavy for this little box. So I'm gonna show you some components right here. But Janis, tell me more about what do you do in this game?
Guess what you're building?
A well.
Close. You get 2 sheets of paper. This one, yeah, and then the other one. This one is on your left and the other one is on your right. How the game works is you flip a card and it tells you what type of resources do you get. Everyone gets the same resources, and then you have to spend those resources on marking. So it's basically a roll and write, or flip and write in this case game, where you have to use those resources to mark off a ton of boxes. First of all, I don't care if anybody else is playing. I just want to do my thing. I don't want to wait on anybody. There's when you play with more than one person, there's not a lot of interaction. So you're not missing out on anything if you're playing alone. There's so much to do, and each game I play, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try these 2 tracks now. You know what? Next game, I'm gonna try these 2 tracks now. And so every time you play, it's like a new game. At least the first, I don't know, 5 times you play.
Million times.
Millions. Let's say million times, yeah.
We trip with non-gamers, but you hate party games. I guess I would immediately think that you need a small game, right?
Yeah, it's easy to take with you.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be, too fun. Let's say that, right?
Too fun?
I mean, that's what parties are all about, and if they hate parties, then...
Deep Sea Adventure. Small box, not a party game, right?
Yeah,
you would agree that it's not a party game.
It's not a party game.
But it's very accessible for non-gamers. So what it essentially is, it's a push your luck game. We're all in the same submarine, and we're all trying to get treasure as much as possible. And the best treasure are deep down. And since we're all in the same submarine, we're using the same oxygen. And if we run out of oxygen, well, you know what happens if you run out of oxygen, right? It's very hard to breathe without oxygen. So you don't want to go too deep. And another thing is, if you take a lot of treasure, you're slower getting up, like, and then it takes you longer and bigger chance of your oxygen running out. And it's just a very simple dice rolling treasure collecting game. I love it.
Mini version of Clank, kind of, right? So the premise.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison, yeah.
A group of 3 couples, half of the people are gamers and half are not. Alright, I'm listening.
7 Wonders Architects.
Yes.
It's quick, it's simple, it definitely scratches the itch for a gamer, because I would like to identify as a gamer. And it's accessible for families and non-gamers easily.
I think it's the perfect pick for this task. So good job.
We've been doing this for over a year now. And to continue, we really need your support to improve our content and make more of the content.
That's why we have opened a Patreon page for those of you who would like to support us, so we can create more, we can create better, and we can create awesomer. That's a word, right?
It is. Awesomer.
No,
Perfecter.
it is. Perfecter.
Fantasticer.
Yeah, so check it out. Link in the description, and thank you. Wanting to get a 14-year-old teenage girl to play 2 players. Setup and rules shouldn't be more than midweight.
And he said midweight, right?
Yeah, midweight.
So that's not something definitely light. Actually, I'd suggest Sleeping Gods. It's a long game, but it's not a heavy and complex game. We're playing 3 of us, my 7-year-old son, I, and my daughter, and she's the one who wants to go back to that world more and more because of the story, because of the choices, because of the twists and turns. It's really exciting and intriguing, and she actually does enjoy the combat as well. I feel the most mechanism part of the game.
A medium/heavy game for 4 that tends to have close games where everyone could win. I know the perfect pick, do you?
Yes, I do. But go ahead, you say it.
And it's Dune Imperium.
Yes. It is. 95% of these games I've played are like down to last turn.
Different things work, different cards work, and it always ends up being really, really close, really good. So if you haven't tried it, then try it, you and Imperium for sure.
Just doing it. My husband only wants to play Romicoop. I think I'm doomed. He wants one that is easy and doesn't take much brain power. Please don't suggest Uno, that is his second favorite.
So a game that I feel like looks really good, is small, but also will feel like you are playing something heavier, Canopy. This could be perfect fit for both of you. Quick game where you have 3 piles of cards and you just flip them over, see what is there, either keep it or add a new card there. I don't want this, I don't want this, or I'll take this. And I think for you, you will enjoy this strategy behind it, and for your husband, he will enjoy the luck and the feel of, you know, it really doesn't matter what I pick, it's just fun. So both of worlds can, I think, enjoy this game. I don't have a real-time game in my collection yet, looking for something that has enough skill to keep intermediate players interested. This would be my suggestion for everybody who would go into real-time games. Like the king of it, for me at least, is Magic Maze. Cooperative work, which is also fun, but challenging. It has levels, so the first one is easier and helps you get into the system, but it gets more complex and more interesting. I think it really shows off the real-time category really, really well.
I also like it, and it plays up to a lot of people and plays fine with 2, so really nice. A game where people who have no board game knowledge and those who are well versed could both do good in. I do have a perfect game for that.
All right, and go ahead.
Quacks of Kinderberg is basically a bag building game, or pool building game they call them. So you basically have a little bag of ingredients and you're going to be pulling them out and putting them into your pot. You're like brewing this weird drink potion, but if you put too many of the cherry bombs in there, it's just gonna explode and your turn's gonna be over. And since it's like a push your luck game, it doesn't matter how many times you play it. It just depends how lucky or greedy you are. And it's not fully luck based. I mean, people listening to that, oh, it's just fully luck based. What are you suggesting? No, it isn't. It's just a very good design.
Yeah, for sure.
Games that groups of parents can play when kids are running about but still feel fully immersed in the game, while able to keep an eye on the kids. Help us parents keep gaming.
Multiplayer solitaire. Project L? Maybe Project L.
Project L. That is a very good suggestion, because you don't really care what everyone else is doing except just to see when the game's gonna end. It's fairly quick, but it has quite a bit of decisions.
Yeah, I think we described it as a meditative process as well, because you have this beautiful game, these pieces that like feel really good, and so you're not in a rush while playing this game. Stepping out for 5 minutes and, you know, putting the kids in place doesn't bother anyone. You're just there, have to have a good time, relax, drink some tea, and then also play this game. So Project L would be my pick. All right, that's it for now. We have answered as much questions as we could right now, but we will answer them in the comments. So just check it out if you haven't, found a game that you're interested in. Be sure to leave other situations in the comments where you need games, right? So we can answer them and then make maybe another video similar to this one.
And thank you for watching, and do all the fantastic things you already do that help us, like...
I already liked.
And subscribe.
I already subscribed.
And did you share this video already?
Of course, on all the social medias, the Instagrams, Facebooks, YouTubes, everywhere.
Fantastic. Do like Janis.